Good evening, everybody. It's Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist.
Good evening, everybody. It's Rashida Strober.
Let me turn off that background. I want to welcome everybody. I hope you all had a good day. I hope you all are having a good week thus far. Um, you guys know how I always start off the introductions. I am the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, the founder, the creator, the designer, the architect of the first platform in history to fight to end what some people call colorism, but I call it darkism. And I started this movement in 1998 before there was social media, before there was Facebook, YouTube, etc. And I called the movement dark skin activism. And I am the world's first and only dark skin activist. You can do your research. You can go to my website, darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that's darkskinactivist.com. And you can download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism: 25 Ways Dark Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. That's not the only book that I've written. I've written more books on dark skin than probably anybody. My other books include Token Dark Girl, The It Dark Girl of the Moment, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, the book version and the play version. And I also have a one-woman play that I performed recently. I performed at the Atlanta Black Theater Festival. I was able to perform A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. Shout out to the Atlanta Black Theater Festival and Tony Henson. My other books include How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet. So make sure you guys go and at least go to my website. You can read Darkism for free. You can understand why I take this stance that I do. Now, I also need to note that the reason why I start all my videos out by letting you know who I am, because of plagiarism. I've been the victim of mass plagiarism ever since 2015 when I went social media viral, famous, whatever you want to call it, for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism, where I ended up being made Donkey of the Day by Charlemagne in the Breakfast Club. People started to flock to my website, my channel, and they just relentlessly plagiarized, copied, and it was just horrific. I did become victorious. I did win a copyright infringement lawsuit. And so I'm very proud of that because that was a 2-year struggle, 2.5-year fight. But I never gave up because I knew I was right. I ended up, just having to just keep fighting and keep fighting. And that lets you know right there that when you fight on the side of right, eventually you're going to win. Now, you're going to have to go through some battles in this war, but eventually the right side wins. Okay. If you guys want to support the channel, you know that you can make donations. I do prefer the Cash App. The Cash App is $RASHIDA'S. Once again, that is $RASHIDA'S. And I am going to make sure I put that donation in the Cash App rather in the chat. And you can find it in the links to my description. And you can also find it at my website, which is darkskinactivist.com. So good evening to everybody. Thank y'all for watching. Shout out to Lena. Shout out to George Washington was black. Because y'all was the first to come up in here and comment. So I would like to say shout out to y'all. All right. So let me get to it. All right. Y'all know by now I'm a supporter, a watcher, a subscriber of Atlanta Street Interviews. Now it's rare for me to be subscribed to people's channel like that. I just don't do it. It got to be something that really resonates with me for me to subscribe and watch a channel. What drew me to Atlanta Street Interviews, Marcus's channel, is I, number one, was homeless. And number two, I had already been watching homeless channels for years and donating to some of the people on the channel, after listening to their stories. When you've been homeless and you know what the struggle is, you become empathetic to those that are going through the same thing. So that's what drew me. I remember one time, I think about maybe 2 years ago now, YouTube with their recommendations. They know I like to watch homeless channels and listen to the stories of the people. And they recommended Marcus's channel. And I clicked on it and I listened. And that was really kind of like when he first got started. And a lot of people think that Josiah's made his channel pop off. Josiah's did not make. I've been watching Marcus Atlanta Street Interviews since he first came on. I'm telling you right now, his channel was popping before Josiah's. And I just want to say that. No shade. I'm just telling y'all from the history of what I have watched on this channel. So I critique everything from dark skin activism, from the dark skin activist point of view. This is what I do. I've been doing this since 1998. I created this entire lane. And again, I don't say that to be arrogant, y'all. I say it because people have ripped me off. They haven't been fair. They know that I created this lane and they just stealing and copying. They sit back and watch me and copy. But as you all know, you're not the dark skin activist. That's actually my trademark name, dark skin activist. So Atlanta Street Interviews is no different. I critique it from the dark skin activist point of view, looking at the darkism. Now, I've been watching that channel long enough to see a lot of darkism, which I already pointed out. And I'm not even saying that Marcus is to blame for it, because he don't got no control over how people respond to the interview. So this is not about blaming Marcus for the darkism that occurs. This is about blaming Black people. It's y'all fault. Yeah. I told y'all. Darkism runs rampant in the Black community. It is sickening. It is sad. It is horrendous. Listen, there's a young lady on there. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Lolly. She was on there with the guy that's, older than her, and everybody got something to say about him being older than her. Well, I don't see the problem with that because both of them are of legal age. So that's not the issue. But the thing is this right here. I notice how now, if you look at Lolly, if I'm not pronouncing her name right, I apologize. But she's like the second interview after his most recent interview. And she has gone viral. She's gone viral because Black people and all of these Black people in the comments supporting her. You know why? Because she got mixed looking dark skin and good hair. Black people support a mixed looking dark skinned person with good hair faster than a Black person that's dark skinned that looks unmixed and authentically Black. Conversely, if we look at the comments to his latest video, and I'm going to go to the channel right now so I can tell y'all the name of the video. If we look at and what I'm doing is I'm looking at the facts. I want you to repeat after me. The facts. I'm looking at the facts. I'm not looking at what I think or what I perceive. I'm looking at the facts of how people on the channel are responding to these individuals. Okay, let me go back to Atlanta Street Interviews. Give me a second. And I'm going to tell y'all the name of the interview. The title is 39, 7 kids, 1 dad. I lost everything because of him. Now I'm homeless with 7 young kids. And he has in big white letters, I kept going back. Okay. That's the title to the latest video on his channel. Okay. This young lady is coming on here. She's dark skinned and she has these lashes on, and people don't care about her horrific story because she had a very traumatized, abusive childhood. I listened to it. At least one of her parents has passed away. But y'all don't care about that. Y'all don't care about that because she's regular dark skin. They are ripping this woman up in the comments after hearing her story, talking about her lashes. Now, if you go look at Laylee's video, most of the comments in there are positive. Oh, we want to help her. Poor baby. She's beautiful. You compare the two. Original dark skin with nappy hair, mixed looking dark skin with so-called good hair. And when I say good hair, I don't mean that I think that it's superior. Y'all need to understand me. To me, the epitome of Blackness that we got to go back to, I love the darkest, the blackest, the nappiest hair because that's the original. Like Dr. Francis Cress Welsing said, we as Black people got to embrace the original, the blackest. That's what we start at. So when y'all hear me to say nappy hair and dark skin, a lot of y'all view it through the lens of a derogatory remark, but not to me. I don't see it as derogatory. I praise dark skin. I praise nappy hair. I praise the darkest and the nappiest of the hair. That's beautiful to me because it's original. It's original. It's original. But if you look at those comments, it's a difference in the comments. Also, I want to point out, there's a young lady that she's not dark skinned. She's not dark skinned at all. To me, she's a little bit on the lighter or browner side. And this lady, the title of that video, Marcus interviewed her maybe like a month, 2 months ago. And I believe the title of the video is I Do Lashes, or he has that somewhere in the title, whether it be the subtitle or the regular title. But it says, I do lashes. Now, this lash person, I don't see Black people going in on her like how they're going in on a dark-skinned woman with the lashes. They're more, let me go to that video. And if you want to go to that video with me, hey, feel free to do so. I'm finna type, all you gotta do is type Atlanta Street interview, I do lashes. And I'm gonna look at them comments. And I bet you them comments they're in, first of all, her video got 180,000 views. That's darkism right there in and of itself, because Black people love to give more views to the lighter skinned Black people over the darker skinned Black people. Okay, hold on. And let me go back to see if she's wearing lashes in her thumbnail. I can clearly see the lashes on there. So let's go to the comments here. I'm about to go to the comments and read some of these comments of the light-skinned woman with the lashes. At Love K 5262 says, she is beautiful. I wish her the best and hope she finds a permanent housing for her and her son, and don't let the streets pull you down. At Cali 414 says, you never know what a person has gone through. She was just smiling and dancing with Josiah's. God bless her. Joanna Czar 7396 says, she has good spirits for being in such a messed up situation. Wishing her all the best. Lasha Parker 5602. My heart aches for every one of these kids. I have a daughter and a son. This country is a disgrace when it comes to the homeless and mental illness. Dwight the Mentor. People are going through it. Sometimes we need to hear people out to help them stay sane. Queen Ling 5869. This baby is gorgeous. Her facial features are perfect. I pray she flourishes in whatever it is she needs and wants to. I pray the right support comes through for her and her baby. Rooting for you, Crease Pooh. Peacekeeper 9927. I'm hoping she gets the ongoing support she needs. Joanna Wolford. So beautiful inside and out. I don't think she realizes how much trauma she's actually been through during her life. She's had so many things that have happened to her or bad circumstances, and she is still out here grinding and really pushing forward with her lash business and working. She's an amazing woman. Keep her in my prayers. Nick Lewis 416. She has a great personality. I wish her the best. Rooted in royalty. Sis, don't put your lashes too far over the corner. We found one comment here. Out of all these comments, somebody commented about her lashes. Let me read this. She says, sis, Don't put your lashes too far over in the corner of your eyes. You want your lashes to look natural as possible. Praying for you. And she has a heart after praying for you. Ashley 85. Ashley U85 says, sometimes it's okay to know you are not the only one. It's always someone in the same space or situation as you. I'm proud you are transparent and telling your story. Plain 22 Jane says, this is heart-wrenching. So compassionate, intelligent, and beautiful. I hope her and her sis and baby flourishes. Lakedra Langdon 6243 says, I'm praying for her. She has so much more life to live and very brave for telling her story. What I just read to you is the comments of the light-skinned woman that has the headline, I do lashes on Atlanta Street Interviews. And as you can see, all of those comments were very positive. Now let me go to his latest interview with a dark-skinned woman and read some of those comments. Let me go to the comment section. Now, this is the latest interview with the dark-skinned woman that is wearing lashes, just like the light-skinned woman was. But we're going to go to the comments and see how her comments measure up in comparison to the light-skinned woman's with lashes comments. Christine It Lover 66 says, I don't think those lashes are long enough. JK Jax 347. This is a positive comment. She seems like a beautiful soul. She's going to be a real blessing to people once she gets on her feet, which will prayerfully be real soon. That's a positive comment. I love that. Hold on. Because of, okay, Chocolate Empress says, because of you, you lost everything. We have to take accountability and realize the one we need to be looking to is the Father, the Lord, the universe, not man. So serious. Lady Smith 585 calls these people out for talking about this lady lashes. She says a lot of people on here are talking about her eyelashes. She gave her cash out, donate so she can get them redone. They overlook the physical and other type of abuse that she has been through and how she's struggling with her 7 kids, but focusing on her eyelashes. Regardless, she's a beautiful Black queen. Stay strong. Keandra Marshall 53303 says she should have told someone unless she's lying, because that guy could be hurting someone else's child. Kim Hall 3152. How you have your kid in the park while you doing a $10 interview with your back turned, shaking my head? Latasha-MG8XN says, but she kept having babies from him, shaking my head. User OC50TARS8K says, she got butterflies on her eyes. Let's see. Dispatch My Load 367 says, I tried to look at this interview. I donate money a few times a month, but I'm sorry, those eyelashes got me rolling. I can't even watch. Chase Blunt says, I can't concentrate with them damn eyelashes batting at me over and over. LaShawn Cook 5153 says, I rebuke your eyelashes in the name of Jesus. Brittany Battle 9137 says, I'm sorry, those lashes are so distracting. I was blinking with her. She had me rubbing my lashes. Alpha Omega 1351, her eyelashes are terrifying. I can't watch them. Now I could go on reading the dark-skinned lashed lady versus the light-skinned lashed lady, who, by the way, got more views than a dark-skinned woman. I could go on reading these comments and comparing them, but I think y'all get the point. And y'all are very well capable of going to each one of those interviews and reading the comments, and you will clearly see, if you have a person with fairness, ethics, and sense, you're going to see that the dark-skinned lashed black woman getting interviewed on Atlanta Street interviews is getting bashed. And people are saying they don't even want to donate. The light-skinned, I do lashes lady is being praised and told how smart she is, how wonderful she is, how resourceful she is, how great her personality is. Y'all can't sit up here and tell me that that is not darkism. Y'all can't sit up here and tell me, because I just read the proof. I laid out the proof. I told y'all, when I come to y'all, I'm always going to come with facts. I'm always going to come with evidence. I'm not going to make up no lies. And one thing I love about YouTube is the comments don't lie. You can read people's comments in real time, and you can do a case study yourself, because that's exactly what this is. This is a case study to prove that darkism exists among black people, and that black people are more empathetic to lighter skinned black people, mixed looking dark skinned people with good hair, and biracial people. This channel is a case study to prove that. Conversely, black people feel less empathy for dark skinned people that are interviewed on this channel. It's another dark skinned woman on here. I'm going to digress a little bit, but I'm just going to bolster my point. There's a dark skinned young lady on here that went through abuse as well. And people came on there commenting that she looked like Lil Wayne. They were talking about her, how big her eyes were. They were speaking in such a derogatory manner about this dark-skinned woman's looks. Instead of listening to her story, listening to what she went through, having empathy for her, they don't feel no empathy for her like they do Lolly, the mixed dark-skinned young lady with the good hair. Everybody wants to help Lolly, and I'm not mad about that. I'm glad y'all want to help her. I think she needs the help. That's not the issue. The issue to me is not that black people want to help Lolly. It's the unbalanced, unfair bias that y'all have for Lolly because she is a mixed dark-skinned woman with good hair. Y'all got bias, and y'all are dead wrong for that. And this leads me sometimes, let me tell you something. And I said this before, and it bears repeating. Sometimes I simply hate being black, because black people commit, I think, more darkism, or on a level of equal darkism, that when y'all talk about white people committing racism, y'all ain't no different. The only difference is, I think racism has the power to stifle black people economically. And I'm not so sure if black people practicing darkism against each other has the power to stifle each other economically to the level that racism has the power to stifle black people economically. But the thing is, it to me, my feelings, I'm gonna go off of my feelings. Darkism hurts worse than racism. You know, darkism hurts worse than racism to me, because you expect a certain level of, when you're a black person, you say, okay, you come to the realization, all right, I live in a racist world. Okay, it's racism. Okay. I get it. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I got to contend with. But you want to be able to find comfort among your own. I remember when I joined Black movements, I thought that I was going to be able to, get a little relief from the drudgery of racism by joining up with Black organizations. And what I found was just so heart-wrenching is that in Black organizations or among Black people, there is no respite. It isn't. You are going to suffer if you are a dark-skinned person. You're telling me to get therapy. I'm bitter. Well, all Black people need to get therapy, especially you, Ocean. Because for you to come on here and tell me to get therapy and that I'm bitter, that shows me your lack of humanity. That shows me that you don't have empathy. But you'll probably be the same one that'll go to Atlanta street interviews, watch the mixed-looking, dark-skinned woman with the good hair, Lolly, and feel empathy for her and even send donations. Because that's how y'all are as Black people. It's sad. It's sad and it's sickening. It's sad and y'all are sick. The ones that are practicing darkism against their own Black people, it is sad and you are sick. You need therapy. We all need therapy. All Black people need therapy. Severe therapy. Because we got a severe mental illness called self-hatred. We like mixed looking dark skin with good hair versus authentic dark skin with nappy hair. That is what we like. And we treat the dark skinned people bad. And it is so clear and it's so evident right here on social media. I just pointed out and broke down the facts of how the dark skinned woman with the lashes was given more criticism in the comment section versus the light skinned woman with the lashes who was praised and well wished. And she even got more views. I believe she got 180,000 views versus the dark-skinned woman who got what? How many views she got? Go back and see how many views she got. Because it's darkism going on even in the YouTube views. So far, that her video has 16,266 views. It's darkism in the number of views. So that tells me right there, Black people would rather watch a light-skinned woman talk about her hardships with lashes versus a dark-skinned woman talk about her hardships with lashes. Ciara says, facts, I suffer due to my skin tone. And you know what? I don't doubt it. I believe you. Ocean is back again. You say, I'm light-skinned with hazel eyes. And I understand that I call it darkism. I'm going to use the word darkism. I am light-skinned with hazel eyes, and I understand that darkism is a huge issue. I just feel your anger comes from you not being the beauty standard in the community and not so much with being dark. Well, that's fine. That's been a criticism that I faced for a long time. That particular criticism isn't new. That's your opinion. That is not my experience. That is your opinion, and you have a right to your opinion. Anyway, I would like to thank everybody, even the people that disagree, the dissenters, the darkism dissenters, because y'all are on here disagreeing. It's okay. That's your right. You can disagree. This is a democracy. You're free to disagree. But yeah, when y'all get a moment, go take a look at those interviews. And if you're fair and objective and honest and ethical and moral, you will clearly see the darkism. My website is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, that is darkskinactivist.com. You can go there and download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Let's see. What else? I got many books that I've written. Y'all can Google me. That's all I gotta say. My work speaks for itself. I've been doing this for so long. I've had some people ask me when I would be doing another performance of my play, A Dark-Skinned Woman's Revenge. And the answer is, I don't know yet. I would have to go and set up some bookings. I don't know, but if I do decide to pick up a performance of A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, I will let you guys know. If you're interested in bookings, y'all can contact me by going to my website, which is actually the best way to contact me is emailing me. My email address is let me put it in the chat, darkskin is beautiful campaign at gmail.com. If you are interested in booking my show, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge, on the Dark Skin Activist Tour, you can email me at darkskinisbeautifulcampaign@gmail.com. I'm going to put that on the screen. There's my email right there, darkskinisbeautifulcampaign@gmail.com. Okay, it's right there. So, shoot me an email and we could talk. I do not perform for free at all. I also do interviews, but I don't do interviews for free anymore. I don't do debates for free. If you are interested in an interview, if you're interested in me participating in some type of debate or panel, you can email me and we can discuss rates. If you are interested in supporting the channel, there's actually 3 ways that you can support my channel. You can donate to the Cash App, and the Cash App is $RASHIDA'S. Once again, that is $RASHIDA'S. And I'm putting that in the chat again. You can also go to my GoFundMe. You can find it by Googling Rashida Strober GoFundMe. Rashida Strober GoFundMe. You can also go to my PayPal. And you go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Now, my PayPal, my GoFundMe, and my Cash App, every last one of them are in the links below. They're also located on our website, which is darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. I do prefer Cash App over all the other platforms because Cash App is just quicker and faster and to the point. So thank you guys for taking the time to watch. I appreciate it. And like I said, I made a comment on the dark-skinned woman with lashes that was attacked on Atlanta Street Interviews. I pray to God that, maybe somebody touch somebody's heart to donate her a house so her and her 7 children can have a place to stay. And I'm praying that she gets the resources that she needs, because the thing about it is, if you took the time to listen to her story and not look at just her lashes, and if you applied the content of character to her as a dark-skinned person like you did a light-skinned lash lady, you would then know that this woman had all of her children from the same person, the same man. She wasn't running around with different people. And I do understand that a woman in that situation that have kids from the same man, it's something to be said about that type of woman in this day and age. That reminds me of our old school mothers that had a lot of children, but they had the children from the same man. How can you bash that? How can you bash? At least this woman was not running around from man to man to man with multiple baby daddies. She has all her children. She had the sense enough, the wherewithal to have her children from one man, and I respect that. She deserves help, just like the dark skin, the mixed dark skinned woman deserves help. She deserves help. They're equal. Neither one is better than the other, but y'all want somebody to believe that the mixed race, dark skin with good hair is better. Y'all want somebody to believe that the light skinned lashed woman is better. And the light skinned lash, her behavior to me, some of her behavior was ratchet. It was to me. But I didn't see the dark skinned woman. That's another thing I want to point out. I did not see that dark skinned woman on there acting a ratchet fool. She wasn't doing any of that. She was there calmly explaining her story, telling what happened to her. But y'all would sit there and praise a light skinned woman with lashes who did act ratchetly in one of those videos. I can't remember exactly if it was in an interview by herself or if it was in the one where she was with Josiah's. But she does have some ratchet tendencies that she did display. But no, black people ain't gonna call lighter skinned women out on that like they will dark skinned. Now let that dark skinned lash woman, let her have came in there acting loud and ratchet and belligerent. Y'all would have found even more reason to disparage her. It's all darkism. It's all darkism, and it's wrong. I'm here to say loud and clear that it is wrong what black people do to each other. Treat each other differently on the basis of skin. Y'all deciding who y'all gonna give donations to and who you not gonna give donations to on the basis of skin tone. That's what y'all doing. That's exactly what y'all doing. Lolly, the mixed, dark-skinned, good-haired black woman, is deserving of donations. Light-skinned, I do lashes, is deserving of donations. But there's one person on that talking about, well, I can't even get through this interview and I can't get no donations because I don't like her lashes. The common denominator is the dark skin. Ocean, I am an activist for all black people. You need to go check my history. I've been the dark skin activist, and I've been an activist for all black people. I was in the Uhuru movement fighting for all black people for years. I gave my time and my energy and my money and all of that. So no one can tell me about being an activist. I'm a real activist. I'm a real activist, and I done help all people, not just black people, white people. I done helped all people. You need to go check my resume because maybe I need to go post my resume. I used to put my resume. If you look on some of the description in my videos, you will see that my long, extensive history is there. If you read some of my books, you're going to see my resume. I've been an activist for all black people, but God called me to be the dark-skinned activist and to call out darkism. And one thing I've learned, we must do what God calls us to do. So I'm not going to deviate. Being the dark-skinned activist isn't of itself being an activist for all people, because dark-skinned activism is a humanitarian movement. It's a humanitarian movement to equalize dark-skinned people's position in the world economically, socially, and politically. Until dark-skinned people around the world are on par with non-dark-skinned people in those areas, then, hence the need for the dark-skinned activists. And God has given each of us duties, gifts, and, this is just my gift. I'm just one person. There's plenty of black activists out there, plenty, that are advocating for all black people. But you have to understand that when I advocate for dark-skinned black people and, dark-skinned black people all around the world, I'm advocating for all of humanity. How can you have one part of the human body that's sick and think that the whole of the human body is going to function at its full capacity? It's not going to. And what I'm saying to you is dark-skinned people are suffering due to the sickness that's within the human community of darkism. Not only are we suffering from darkism, obviously we're suffering from racism as well, but darkism is another component of that. So I got to fight against it. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Darkskinactivist.com. Once again, darkskinactivist.com. darkskinactivist.com. Please support the channel by donating to the Cash App. It's on the screen. $RASHIDA'S. I want to thank y'all for watching the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. Like the video, share the video, and donate. Thank you.